Woody's Boneheads of the Day.
All right, people, it's getting real out there. I want you to know, as the holiday pressures are taking effect on a lot of people, a fight, get this, over a Thanksgiving turkey turned into a shootout in a North Carolina grocery store last week. So one dude was arguing with a cashier over the price of the turkey. Then another guy stepped in and got into a fist fight with that guy. And they both had guns. And the second guy got shot in the arm and they both got arrested. This is how the cashier broke it all down.
Customer came from Register 6, ran over to the man that was all in my face, was like, this is a woman, talk to me like that. Then you know, they right there, confrontation go on, they fighting. The man was steady tussling, trying to get his gun out his pouch to shoot the other man. And the man was like, oh, you want to pull out a gun? They met right there where them officers at and started shooting.
I only got about every other word of what she said, but she made it sound pretty bad. And the men were identified as 64-year-old Mark Foy and 55-year-old Antonio Johnson of High Point, which is just northwest of Charlotte. They were charged with, get this, I've never heard of this charge, maybe you have, but they were charged with going armed to the terror of the public, which is a common law offense, and simple affray. Simple affray. That's a new one to me. And the other weirdo story that caught my eye this morning came out of Boston. A JetBlue flight. Oh, JetBlue, what a wonderful airline. A JetBlue flight from Boston to Tampa had to turn around and make an emergency landing over the weekend when someone made the genius choice to vape weed in the bathroom. This is how the interaction went down between flight control and the cockpit.
JetBlue 1191, I just have some questions. Is the cockpit secure right now?
Hey, for cockpit secure, we had a customer vape in the lab, and smoking marijuana in the lab, which we'd like to return to Boston.
JetBlue 1191, roger.
For JetBlue 1191, we had a security issue with a passenger, mostly a disturbance. They were smoking marijuana. Our crew inhaled it, and now we're overweight landing. So that's the main reason for the emergency.
Overweight landing? Man, they must have hit those pretzels and cookies on board hard.
The Nitty Gritty from Music City. 103.9 The Maverick.
CMA Week in Music City, and you're definitely going to see a classic country flair at tomorrow night's 59th annual award show. There's going to be presenters like Billy Ray Cyrus. When's the last time we've seen him in public? And what will he look like? Steve Martin, not really a classic country guy, but he's classic in that we loved him back in the day like we loved our classic stars. Leanne Rimes, Billy Bob Thornton, Gretchen Wilson are all going to be presenters. And just Monday, the Academy announced that they have added a couple of classic country performers, Keith Urban and Little Big Town, both going to be performing at the 59th Annual Country Music Association Awards tomorrow night in Nash Vegas on ABC6 and available Thursday on Hulu. Couple of big classic country concert announcements for this summer. George Strait has added a second show at Texas Tech's AT&T Stadium, April 24th down in Lubbock. I told you here about 6-7 weeks ago he was going to come back, and now that's sold out, so he's adding another, and he's going to be joined by a handful of others, including Miranda. Tickets for that big show, the second in Lubbock, go on sale Friday morning at georgestrait.com. Speaking of Miranda, she's going to co-headline Boots in the Park out in California. They're doing a couple of shows in San Diego, April 11th, and Fresno just a week later. That full lineup and tickets there will be available at bootsinthepark.com Friday as well. And Blake Shelton and Keith Urban have come a long way since their early days in country, specifically their hairstyles. They both have had some crazy, not-so-country hairstyles in their past. So when they're out promoting their new reality series, The Road, on CBS, they took some time to rip on each other's past looks. Blake got the first shot in.
Do you care to explain this?
Well, that's what I looked like when I got here, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out why we couldn't get signed.
Were you trying to get a country record deal?
I don't know what the hell was going on. I don't know when this was, Blake, but you got the Unabomber thing going on. It's sort of a Charles Manson influence. What was going on here?
The audio is not great, but the video is, and you can get that on the Woody Johnson blog at 1039themaverick.com. And there's your nitty gritty from Music City on the Maverick.